Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Musics and Music Show. This is Egben Biwan Munjibo coming to you on Vosa World Radio and on YouTube as well. And I am delighted, really delighted. I have my little sister here with me. So I'm going to just go ahead and let her introduce herself and say whatever it is that she wants you to know. She'll let you know her own self. Go right ahead.
Hello, everybody, and welcome wherever you're watching from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're so happy to have you here. My name is Namondo Nasah, Cameroonian American. I've been living in America for 40 years. I've lived in Atlanta for about 28 years. My regular 9 to 5 job is in anesthesia. I'm an anesthetist. And in my older age, I believe God put something in my heart, which I'm trying to share with everybody, which is why my wonderful big sister has brought me here today. And we will hear more about it as it goes on. But I live in Atlanta with my daughter. She's 25, and it's a wonderful life.
Yeah, I cannot believe you see, I'm listening to you there, and I know that this is you, but then somehow the Namsi, like I really call you, and I know that you're this big old woman and everything. But when I hear you say it now, it still sounds funny that
I
you have a
know.
daughter who's 25. Like, how can Namsi have a daughter who's 25? And you
Exactly.
said, yeah, you've been living in Atlanta, you've been in the States for 40 years. I'm like, you barely look 40 to start with. So did you just you walked on over here? If I didn't know you from Yaoundé, I said you just walked on over here like when you were two, kind of a thing.
Something like that.
Yeah, just get ready, people. This is going to be that kind of show. You heard her speak so glibly and everything. I wish she would do my own show for me.
Oh, we all
I
love you,
have,
Sister Egbe. Only you can do your show. None of us can replace you. Only you can
all
do
right.
your show.
My job here is to be a vessel so that you can come and say and share with the world what it is that you have under your sleeve, because this is nothing medical as such. It's a new thing. What is it? Let's start with the name of it so that it is recognizable. What is it?
So the name of this YouTube channel is the Namondo Edit.
Okay, mhm. So
So
it's named after you. So it's going to be something that you bring to the table.
yes.
Okay, go on.
So it's basically a channel for us to go to when we want to relax after a long day at work. The way life is today, life is very complicated, very fast-paced, very stressful, and all of this is coming at us every day, all day. We want something that we can go to that doesn't make you have to think, worry, that can make you laugh, that can make you just wind down and say, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. So that's the whole idea of the Namundo Edit. And it's got 4 categories that we're going to be talking about. It's got the fashion category, the travel category, the lifestyle category, and the faith category. And I picked those 4 topics because I believe a lot of things that happen to us in life would fall under any one of those categories.
Yes, it's all summarized. That's the one, the pack is all in there. It's
Yeah,
either one or the other. And those are the things that can bring us joy, but the lack thereof can bring us stress, can bring us the
ab-
sorrow and the pity that you're talking about. And that what a
absolutely.
refreshing idea
Thank
to
you.
have something wholesome like that out there. Because I won't lie to you, I'm not telling anybody anything new. You go on out there, you grab your cell phone, or you grab your whatever device you have and you open it up. There is this, it's like it's designed to stress you out, from the
Yes,
politics to the
yes,
health things to the
yes.
everyday died
Mhm,
on what
mhm.
new died on. In fact, you just, some of us who do some post obituaries from time to time on it, it's like I better just maybe leave this section of things alone.
Yes,
Every day I'm trying now not to look at my phone before I go to bed, just let it be there, and when I wake up tomorrow morning I'll deal with it then. But it is a stressful or fast-paced life.
yes.
Before we used to think it was only here in the States, but
It's
you go
everywhere.
anywhere, it's
It's
everywhere.
everywhere. So
It's
it
everywhere.
feels like I experience some kind of nostalgia of what life would be like if we didn't have to, deal with all of these inputs every day. And one of the things that I noticed is that as we age, we get closer to the natural way in which we were born, the natural desires that we had as a child. And so I think for me, fashion is very high there on the things that I want to talk about because I was a very pretty little girl. Never mind, I became, a pretty level-headed teenager. But when I was 4, I was a little prima donna. I would change clothes several times a day. If there was a little tiny dot that fell on my dress, that was not good enough. The dress had to come off. I had to put on another one. And so over the years, I find that I do like dressing up. I can dress up every day, all day. I don't have a problem with it. Show me the camera, I'll pose. So why not share it with the world? Fashion, art, and let's just have a good time, wind down, and enjoy, and get to know about all these designers that make all these fabulous clothes for us to wear.
All right, let me just interject there and be the bad belly person in the whole thing. I don't want to say devil's advocate. Let me be the bad belly person with the thing. Which you want show we, you know? Now who not get blah 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 blah. I'm just being realistic because you come and
Yes.
do that kind of a thing. Did it cross your mind that you may have that kind of people? Even though I'm already going to go ahead and tell you, forget them. I don't want to say a worse word,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
forget them. But
Mhm.
did it occur? Did you think that you may have that kind of reaction to what you'd be doing?
I think maybe a couple of years ago, I would have second guessed myself. But I think that as we get older, we become less inhibited, we become more uninhibited. And so I can only do me. And I'm sure there'll be people who will have those negative comments, and it's okay. You can't what people say or think about you is not your business. You just handle your business and focus on the people who appreciate you, focus on the people who actually enjoy the edit.
Exactly, exactly. At this, I asked the question for asking sake, but I already knew the answer. I'm sitting here nodding. Welcome, you're cordially welcome to the Je m'en fous club. I had been in it a long time ago, even before I got to 50. Oh, forget you. Do your own thing. I'm sitting here and I'm doing me in my
Yes.
own thing. And you have the option. I keep saying there is a jump and pass option. Like
Yes.
jump
Keep
and
moving.
pass.
Keep it moving. Yes.
Nobody's forcing you to stay there. It is your own cell phone, your own
Absolutely.
laptop, your own thing. It's not your kind of thing. Biko,
Keep
begin the
moving.
go. If it's
Absolutely.
your own kind of thing, like for some of us, I will watch it well and proper. I actually went to find my own dangling earrings today. To find my bracelet to cover and wear. To cover
And
and
we're
wear.
all matching. See? We're
Hey,
all everybody. You just yeah.
it
So
makes life happy. I do not care. I've not gone anywhere today. I mean, I've not. I will do that and sit in my house if I
it's
feel like.
therapy.
And the day I
It's
want to wear
therapy.
yes, the day I want to wear my tietie kabatu and sit there and look miserable, that's fine with me too. So it's
Yes.
not really for anybody else. I would do this if I was the only person on the planet.
Right.
I would just do that. It's just fun to do for some people. And
Mhm.
I know for sure, if you know her, if you know Namsi, she ain't kidding. She would pose for that camera and she would do her thing. And it makes the rest of us smile. I go there and I look at the thing and I see her standing there, I'm like, oh Bosoba me. You don't kill you today.
You know, I remember last year, I think it was November last year, the movie, there's a Disney movie that came out. What was the title of that movie? Gosh, I'm trying to think. Wicked. Wicked came
Yes.
out. Yes, I think it was Wicked Part 2. So I live with my daughter and my niece, and they came home and they said, we're going to watch Wicked. So I said, what's the dress code? They said, slow down, slow down.
Oh my goodness. I have to say, I told everybody this is a conversation. It's not an interview, it's a chat. We're chatting away here. I'm about to head to Ohio for a friend and his wife are doing
Yes,
their wedding thing. Oh, they came out with a dress code for every single day. So I just
yes,
sat there now. This day, really looked at the card. This day, the polka dot day.
yes,
Yes, the so and so thing. And it was such fun.
it
Instead of
is.
sitting there and going on something where people are just bickering, quarreling, that stuff is out there. It was just fun to put the things together now
Mhm,
and go
mhm.
off somewhere.
Absolutely.
It is therapeutic, like you say.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
what would you be doing for that section, the fashion section? I go, okay, first of all, where are we going to find it? The YouTube channel, right?
Yes, the
It
YouTube
will
channel.
say the
YouTube
Namondo edit.
channel, and there's also an Instagram page for the
Okay.
Namondo Edit.
called the same thing, the Namondo edit. Go, you find it on YouTube or on Instagram. So you go there and you see, okay, will you have all four sections you mentioned on the same day? Do you have like a day for each thing or a section for each thing, or on a given day it's just the fashion thing, and then on another day it's the travel thing? How is it organized so we know what we're going to find?
As of now,
Mm-hmm.
the preliminary, I should say, baby steps organization that I have is I'm going randomly for the different topics depending on how the
Okay.
material comes to me.
Okay.
I have for instance, I have a lifestyle video on now, like an encouraging video about how to manage, bad outcomes in life. I
Mm-hmm.
have an outfit of the day video, which would be under fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just going to be random clips under these four categories.
Good. So when we go on, what we see is what we get. It doesn't
Yes.
necessarily go Tuesdays, is this so and so day, Wednesdays, so and so day. And you know what's good about that? I can tell you from experience, it puts a little bit less stress on you to sit down there and you don't have any real material. You just go and force something in there because it
Mhm,
is fashion day. So there you
mhm,
are, the hair is sloppy today. But
mhm.
we have bad days, bad hair
Yeah.
days, bad whole outfit days. You look at it and it's not giving. You push
Yes.
that gele to the side, it's not looking, you look like you're wearing that canopy for real.
Right?
Or it's just tight on your head there for no reason. It's just not gele day. But then you're
Mhm.
going and said to the audience, Tuesday is so and so day. So now you feel pressed to go do this when it's not what's really what you're feeling. You don't have that material. So we
Yeah.
go there for the fashion thing and we'll see you. Do you have any models there? Or it is you yourself saying, here's what
Well,
I'm wearing?
what I plan to do over time is to showcase the different designers that I patronize.
Okay.
I'm, I, I may be able to get some of them to actually get on camera. But for
Mhm.
now, for instance, today I'm wearing Malkia E. She's out of Kenya. Yeah, this is
All
a
right.
print that I'm wearing by her. She's one of my favorites. I've been as a matter of fact, she is the one who gave me the idea to do this because when I started patronizing her, I got so much brass from her, got so many outfits from her. And when people would see me, they say, "Oh, we love what you're wearing." I would send them her way. And then one day she told me, she goes, "Nams, do you know how many people you have sent my way? 20 plus." She gave me a free dress. She gave me some free jewelry. I was like, huh? So not that I'm greedy about my wardrobe, but I just thought this is something that is good. You know,
Yep.
you share and you receive, you share and you receive, and
Exactly.
it makes everybody
Exactly.
happy. Yes.
Right. Right. This is something that you like, and you're able to say, here's where I got it. Because that's what people
Yes.
ask me sometimes. And I'll say, hey, 9.99 TJ Maxx. Go find we go find the thing there. And instead of doing the one-on-one thing, because if you go looking really good to an event, not everybody is close enough to you to ask you
Hmm.
where you got the thing from. But if you
Hmm.
have a place where you put it out there, then they
Hmm.
can go and look there and see where they get it from. It's good for you, it's good for the person whose business it is, which is why when we
Absolutely.
sometimes you go to a hair braiding place, the thing comes out looking good. The lady says, can I please take a picture? Can I?
Yes.
That's what they do. And that's what they're using it for, to put it out there for word of mouth, to go on
Absolutely.
out there.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yes.
So, should I dare ask you which one of these four things? I know they're all special to you, but which one of these four things is your, or those four things you mentioned is your favorite? Which one do you go go to? Do you go to them with equal joy and equal enthusiasm? They're all. I know you're enthusiastic about all of them. Is there one that makes you go, I cannot wait for this?
Wow. It's funny enough, but I've never really thought about that. For now, I would probably say fashion. If my daughters were here, they would say fashion because they make fun of me about packages that come in through the door. And I try to tell them it's not all clothing that's coming through. There are other things that coming through,
Mhm.
that are coming through. But I think I would say fashion.
Fashion
Um,
is the norm.
yes, travel is the close second. I love traveling. I love to, see
Right.
exotic parts of the world. I have yet to go to Australia and Asia. I haven't been to two continents, but all the other continents.
All the others you've been to.
Yeah.
Wow. You
Mhm.
see, and for me, I'm smiling because I love, I have my own, I have to specify. I love it when I get to the place I'm going to. The journey, the trip there. Oh my goodness, I don't look forward to it at all. No kind of traveling is good. And for me, terra firma is the best thing. If I could just walk CM2, that would be that would be it. Then okay, I'll do a car.
Mhm.
Then having to fly, as for going on a boat and everything, it's never that's not where the joy is for me. But I do like to go to the place. When I'm there, I'm having fun and everything. How is it for you? Do you like both the things? Like, do you get, first of all, get an adrenaline rush,
Mhm.
rushing through an airport, going to
Mhm.
the thing? Are you one of those?
Well, actually, I have no problem with the journey because I am the time marshal at home. I get to the airport 4 hours ahead of
Ahead
time.
of time.
It has actually worked in my favor. There was a time when I was traveling to Brazil with a friend of mine. Delta had sent us an email that they had changed our flight. I think they had rescheduled it to that particular flight canceled. So we had to pick a different flight. We didn't see the email. Got to the airport 4 hours ahead of time, went to check in, and they said, "Sorry, ma'am, there's no flight." We said, "What do you mean there's no flight?" But because we were there so early, they were able to put us on another flight that was even earlier than the original flight that we were coming to catch.
It's always better. It's always better. But I'm learning it at my own expense. Later on, after almost like breaking a leg, running through those things, I finally come said to myself, "Don't cut it close like that." And
Yeah.
it is stressful. Go there, sit on down. Most especially out here, our airports are that clean.
Mhm.
Everything. Find a novel. I hardly find time to read as much as I'd like to lately. Find
Mhm.
all those little novels that you have that you haven't read and catch up on your reading while you
Mhm.
sit there. So but
Absolutely.
somehow the thing going to wait for what gate did they say again? What's the carousel number again? Blah blah blah.
It's very easy to miss a flight not paying attention because that has happened to me as well where I missed a flight. I got too comfortable sitting in there with my little book, my little meal, checking out things on my phone with my headphones, and I missed the flight. So
They're actually saying that the gate has changed. You are sitting there,
yes, yes, yes.
talking.
It was a gate change because obviously when people get up to go, I just thought, wait, the time has passed. Why is nobody getting up to go to the flight? And that's when I realized it had been moved to another gate.
If I tell you my travel woes, I've actually, oh no, you would know it. You know, I'm going to tell you, I will tell you my travel woes, but you actually know that particular issue where I booked a flight to the wrong airport. Don't you remember? It was, don't you remember? It was Eva 60th, right?
Even 60th in Florida. I
Florida.
remember
I went
that
to the wrong,
story.
I had been to this, to the, even now I'm now drawing a blank, Miami something. And I had been there. So when I went to book the flight, as soon as I entered Miami, anything, that airport that I have been to like 4 or 5 times before just popped up. I did not check. I just clicked, booked that flight. Never went back to it. They're sending me all those reminders. I'm not looking at them. I'm like, I'm just waiting for the day to travel. Remember, I got there. Then you said,
Yes.
"How far away am I from the away from the venue?" You called me. How far
Yes.
away am I from the venue? I'm like, let me just ask the Uber guy who's come on here. The Uber guy says, "Where's the address?" I show it to him. I see his face. It's like, "Is this where you're going?" It's like 300 miles away from where we are. Mama. And I had my son in tow with.
We felt so bad.
She
So
said,
bad for you.
"Look,
For
I
you.
tell you, so that's we're going to go off topic." I tell you, this chat, this is going, it's going to be something else. We ended up in that place. I'm like, "Hey, son, go now. Wear your suit. Let me wear my gown. Come and see us in the hallway in the wrong
You're
town,
dressing up. Never mind,
posing,
you're still dressed
posing
up.
in the hallways." And people are like, "Oh, what are you? Where are you headed off to?" I'm like, "Nowhere, nowhere." Because we thought about how I said maybe we should try to actually just take something and head on out there. But then we thought about the return trip. You have
Yes.
to all this time try to just to get there, and then but
And
your
then to
flight
come
back
back just
out
to
is
catch
from
the
this
flight back. Yeah.
exactly. It was not going to work. But we just that is a story for a different day. I discovered a place called Ekonolo because now
Wait,
we had
that
nowhere to
sounds that sounds like a village in Cameroon. Ekonolo.
look here. Look, that is it is some rinky dink messy place. You won't believe because we had not booked anything. We had booked the hotel stay and everything in the
Mhm.
right city. but we
Yes.
had flown into the wrong one. So now, like, where are you going to stay? And that's a city that does cruises. So
Hmm.
everywhere is packed full because the ship was going to leave the next day or next morning or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a horrible experience. So do you work with a travel agency by any chance? Like, do you,
I
or it's just
actually have I have a friend who's a travel agent who will book parties for destinations, like birthday
okay?
parties or anniversaries. Um, yeah, so that's I have that one friend who has done it for me and for several other friends. And but if I find out any deals,
You would
for
share them.
I will absolutely share them. I
Mm-hmm.
will absolutely share those. Um,
So
I have one very funny travel story that I have to tell. This happened
okay.
in Zanzibar. It was 2 years ago in 2023. So I went with two friends of mine. One of them is that travel agent that I told you about. We took the boat. It's like an island. So we took the boat and went to this island that has turtles. We toured the island, did the tour, came back out. Now she had stepped away to go somewhere else, so we couldn't find her. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing there thinking, well, where is she? Where is she? And I'm looking at the ocean, and the ocean is looking so good and inviting. And we
Mm-hmm.
hadn't brought bathing suits or anything. So I told my friend Gloria, I think I'm going to go into the water. She says, with what? I said, with what I'm wearing. So I gave her my bags. I went into the ocean with my shirt and my trousers. And people were walking by, some people were waving and like encouraging what I was doing because I
Going
absolutely
on
had
here?
sampled the water
Something got
and it
disconnected.
felt
Oh no, there was a little break. Sorry about that. I don't know
okay.
what that, maybe it's at my end. So you were
That's it.
saying you gave your stuff to your friend to just hold for you, and then you
Yes.
went into the water.
I went into the water and just swam. I was just in there in my with my clothing, just enjoying the water. I'm like, I will get out when the third friend shows up, wherever it is that she's been to. I'll get out because it was so hot. Why am I going to sit in the heat when I can cool myself in the water? And then who makes these rules that you have to be wearing a bathing suit before you go into the water anyway?
Wow.
So,
Talk about a femme libérée. Do you remember that song? A femme libérée. Did you? Let me see. Do you know the song I'm talking about? Ne la
no.
laisse pas tomber. Are you sure? Elle est si fragile. C'est une femme libérée. How did you go through living in that young? I didn't know that song. I will send it to you.
Send it to me. Send
I'll
it
send
to
it to
me.
you. It was a song by a funny name called somebody called Cookie Dingler, and he had that song. It was like a reggae kind of beat. I'm pretty sure
Mm.
when you listen to it, you will
I'll
recognize
be
it.
like,
I'm
oh,
just
this
not.
one.
I'm
Okay.
just not singing it right. But that is something I would just not do. Number one, I'm afraid of water. Water. I would drown in a teacup. I tell you. The- I mean, it's like I like to see it, the beauty of it. It should stay in the postcard. Let me look at the nice blue waters. Me go in there and swim. I'm not sure about that. So, so,
Yes.
so you are really the best person for this kind of thing, adventurous as you are.
I
I
savor the moment. Yes.
correct. Just be in the moment because that is the thing. Inhibitions keep us locked in,
Yes.
and ideas of how things should be done or not done keep us locked in. So
Hmm.
this travel section, it's not really about planning trips for people as such. It's about what you saw, having them maybe experience the place, some place you went to through your
Yes.
eyes. So we have it.
Absolutely.
We
Yes.
didn't ever go to Malta. We didn't ever go to Santorini. We didn't ever go to Brazil. Nams will go for us, and then she'll put the pictures there, and we will just languor our way through, and maybe maybe to inspire us to go. I mean, to
Absolutely. Absolutely. So my goal is to inspire people to travel more, experience
Mhm.
the world more, and I can give people the platform to actually share their stories as well. Let's hear about on my bucket list. I actually keep a bucket list of
Okay,
places
you'd
that I
like
want
to
to go
do.
to. Yes, there is a hotel in Turkey that I really want to stay in because it's got pools inside the room.
Wow,
Yes. So
wow. And I'm the one who goes there. Goes to is it Punta Cana? I went to the last time, and we're up on what I don't know what floor. I think it's Jamaica. I don't remember where. We went to and we're up on the 18th floor. Come and see me. I'm liking the view out there, but you see the balcony is so tiny height. I look down and I'm like,
it
no.
is very scary. It's very, very scary.
whoever discovered or did the zoom thing on a camera, they have my heart. I'll go find them. If they make it to heaven and I do too, I'll go find them and hug them. So you can stand in some place and just zoom and take that picture of the bird going and everything there, and not have to really go right over that edge to look. Yeah, so that's the thing. I've traveled a lot more than I would have thought I would, because I've
Right.
done quite a bit of traveling for various reasons. Sometimes it's leisure, sometimes unfortunately something not too happy. Sometimes it's just to celebrate
Yes.
people like it is, and it's fun, as I say, when you get there. So I'd like to see some of those pictures too, and
Yes.
just go. And especially since do you do what I'm guessing you might do is not just the still pictures, but maybe do you do like a commentary, either
Yes.
a written one
Yes.
or a spoken one?
Spoken.
That's even better.
Yes.
People get to see, and
Spoken.
yes, so that they explain, you can explain what's going on in the pictures. All right,
Absolutely.
so we've looked at what at travel, fashion,
Yes.
lifestyle.
Yes.
Let's see that, what do we expect to have you to see in the lifestyle section?
So in the lifestyle section, I'm looking at work-life balance, achieving happiness. I'm looking at, covering topics. How do how do we manage our lives on a daily basis? What are the things that we do um, to handle stress? Some people do yoga, some people meditate, some
Mhm,
people, do a run. They do like a 5 mile run ever so often, or they do a marathon. I
mhm.
was speaking with a friend the other day. I said it would be nice to have like a tea edition. We can sit down a couple of people to tea and go through what do we do when we have tea in different cultures, something like that.
Right,
Yes.
right,
So
right. So
just,
this is like a wellness kind of thing.
yes,
Yes. So body, mind, and spirit, everything well,
yes,
because the healthy minds and healthy bodies thing does work. Emotional wellness, physical wellness, all of
hmm,
it, because at a certain point in time, people were more about the physical wellness, meaning, do you have a cough? Take
yes,
ginger. Do you have a this? Rub mayanga. Do you have a so and so
yes,
thing? The physical things, and we didn't pay much attention to the emotional side of
yes.
things. Whereas it's a huge part.
Very big,
Yeah,
very big.
other things.
Yes,
So what we'd expect there is for you to speak, just talk, you pick a topic
yes.
and just talk about it.
Absolutely. If you think about the emotional, you will remember that the emotional drives everything. So it's the engine behind what makes the physical move. So the idea is when you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you do? Do you pray
Mm-hmm.
before you leave the house? And even
Right.
after you get to work, do you take time in between your work day perhaps to just rebalance,
Correct.
go to a break
Correct.
room or go to the bathroom and just do a 10-minute meditation. What is it that
Mm-hmm.
you do that propels you to keep going?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
But sometimes things come at us. Life happens.
exactly.
And you see people's reactions to the same thing, and they're different. And usually I say there's a reason why. You look at
Absolutely.
them and like, how did they bounce back?
Yes,
Something else is there that is supporting them, which
absolutely.
kind of ties in, I guess, with the other thing, with
Into,
the last part, the
yes,
faith part.
absolutely.
Because for me, that is the base, the foundation, the rock. That's where I can go back to and stay sane. Um,
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one.
right. It's like, because if you don't have those roots, you look at what is going there and you're like, my goodness, what is this? What is everything even all about? When you hear
Absolutely.
somebody say this life no balance, that's
That's
just,
what it means.
yeah,
Yes.
like, so everything into perspective. That's what grounds. I do say whatever anybody believes in, I
Mhm.
pay, but I would be really, I don't know whether I should use the word pity is kind of strong, but I don't know how people with no faith, nothing, how you
Mhm.
cope in a world this turbulent, in a world that sometimes really does not make much sense.
Absolutely. I
So
think
okay.
it's the
Mhm.
bedrock. I think that is the bedrock.
It is. It is.
And you just never know who you could be speaking to. You never know who, they say seed lands on fertile ground, it will grow. So
Correct.
So talking about these things could spur people to dig deep and figure out what is it that I can do to feel better. And they might decide to go down that path. It is my hope. It is my hope that it would spur people to want to find that connection.
Because I believe we're created with it, with the void that only that can feel.
Yes.
You have your spouse, you have your siblings, you have your children, you have a thing. They all play a part in your life, but there is, I believe we're designed by the creator, because I
Mm-hmm.
believe there is one,
Yes.
by the creator. And he took his time and put a small little space in there,
Mm-hmm.
which only he can feel. Until you found it, now you sabi, you just be roaming back and forth and really be tied to nothing, like a rudderless ship, no anchor.
Yes.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
those hymns of faith talk about an anchor,
Mm-hmm.
grounded, firm, and deep.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
I don't know that you've done that, but lately we used to sing the hymns, sing whatever it is that they taught us in boarding school and stuff. We didn't know about the stories behind the hymn writers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Mm-hmm.
whether you have done that. I have a whole program I listen to that tells you the story, the circumstances under which the person wrote the song. And you
I
can,
know about the Amazing Grace, the most
correct,
famous story
correct.
song that
But
we.
even the It Is Well With My Soul one is the
Yeah.
most even amazing. To
Yeah.
see what the person went through.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing anybody will be thinking about. It's not well with your soul at all.
Absolutely.
Well with whose
Yeah.
soul?
As a
But
matter
the
of fact, those stories make me think of Job in the Bible.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. How do you have all of that do to coming to you and you sit
Yes.
there and you say, okay, well, you get a CB.
You get us to be, yes. You even dare to say, "May your will be done." I think sometimes, you know, we may have some adversity, but it is a necessary adversity to bring you closer to Him. So not all adversity is bad. You always have to look at the bright.
In fact, if you look at it from the point of view that no adversity comes by chance, that it
Mhm.
is there to teach you something, you
Mhm.
start to look for, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? And maybe pick out something. In other words, make sense out of your suffer. No waste the suffer.
Yes.
If you got the
Yes.
thing,
Hmm.
it was sent to you there. It's there for a reason. It's there for a purpose. Because I talk about the whole thing like Joseph in the Bible right there. And you say, okay, look at him, Prime Minister of Egypt. But the road to get to that Prime Minister of Egypt thing,
Yes.
ah, my
It was
goodness.
torturous. It was torturous. It was
And
torturous.
because you only read it in the Bible, it's a couple of pages. Here he was in the pit. Then there he was suffering, struggling in Potiphar's house. Then
Yes.
the next chapter, he's already there
For
in
years
jail.
and years and
No,
years.
it's years of it.
Yes. Yes.
And then he had been given the dream and told you'd become this. Like, Papa, when? This is me.
Exactly.
1 year, 2 years, 3 years, going from Ndutu to a Ndutua situation,
Right. Right.
going from
all,
frying
all,
pan to
all
fire
the
to
way
you're
to the
actually
New to
sitting.
West. Mhm. Mhm.
You're actually sitting amongst the coals then like you what did God say again? Like, when is he kidding me? When the
Yes.
Abrahams, he says, I'm going to make you a father of nations. Then you're
Yes.
there, 90, 100, no pim,
Yes. Hmm.
nothing
Even
has happened.
even Sarah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the whole the couple. And then if you don't want to get me talking about this thing,
No, I like listening to the people
because
who are who are
yes,
well studied. So I have no problem you
you
speaking.
get you get sidetracked because sometimes you're like, I'm tired of waiting, and sometimes you go and do that faux pas,
Yeah.
trying to help God with the plan that you think is supposed to be. So he's like, I know that he'd like me to be married and settled. So here comes Bomboy walking down the road. Every flag is screaming. Nobody, why you can't get shocked after. You can see it for your own self. The rest of us are like, Haba, mommy. You are the only one there saying, it's my portion. This is the thing that has come to me. There you go. And when you come out after the couple of years or the few months after, we're like, I know we're trying to say, well, mommy's sorry, but we're like, but you too, so you really go. It's not the kind, the kind of a thing. Sometimes we're just in a hurry. And then we
Yes.
try to help God with his little plans and stuff.
Yes.
That thing about wait, I don't know
Hmm.
how many times the Bible says it, wait. Just learning
Yes.
to wait is not, it's not an easy thing. So
Yes.
what kind of topics do you take with the faith thing? First of all, are you is it Christian centered? I happen to know that you're Christian, but is it Christian centered, or is it just a thing where you go and it's non-denominational? How do you have that section on faith structured?
For now, I'm going to say it's Christian centered because that's what I know. Now, it doesn't mean I can't entertain getting information about, Hinduism or Buddhism or Islam. Yes. So it's I'm not trying to restrict people from learning about things, but I'm going to be very clear about what works for me.
Exactly.
So
that is pretty much how I function. I say
yeah,
what I know, what I know has worked for me. I
yeah.
can tell you from the bottom of my head. But if it comes to that,
Mm-hmm.
like take like the golden rule. I don't know of any faith that does not have that golden rule about how you're supposed to do unto others what you want done to yourself. So some of
Yeah.
these basic principles pretty much are prevalent in all faiths, no matter what.
Right, right.
I don't know of any faith, any denomination that says go ahead and murder people. If somebody upsets you, shoot them.
Mhm.
Really?
Nobody
You see,
does.
so yeah, that kind of a thing. So the basic principles are the same, but some of us who are Christian to
Mm-hmm.
the core, as I believe that is what I know. It has worked for me. It is how I function. It's the lens through which I see life. It
Yes.
is the standard by which I assess everything that comes my way.
Mm-hmm.
Tough as it may be sometimes, but that is still what makes sense to me. So that's where I'm going.
Yes.
So on any given day, what would the faith part of your of the number edit look like? You talking?
Well, it would be me talking about how I, for instance, managed a tough situation using a Bible verse.
Correct.
Because we have so many Bible verses that we can use in different problems that we're faced with.
Correct.
And those verses really work. For me, they feed that emotional part that supports the physical.
Correct.
So it's going to be my way of saying, I mean, not that I'm trying to be an evangelizer, I've not been to theology school, but if somebody asks me, how is it that you are the way you are, then I'll be happy to explain to them, this is how I am the way that I am.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So,
And technically we're all evangelists. Some just have it as a profession, but the rest of us, the great commission was given to all of us.
mhm,
Go and make disciples of all nations and stuff. So we may not necessarily be the ones actually baptizing anybody, but you're
mhm,
supposed to actually live in a way where people can ask you, how are
yes.
you dealing with this? How are you able to cope with this? And that's your little reason to
Mhm,
say, that's how I cope. Even in the public school where I work, you're not supposed to really go talk about faith things there. But
mhm.
then if I
Oh, yeah.
am asked,
Mhm,
what I do is tell you, this is where I get my strength from. This is
yeah.
what is my coping skills come
Mhm.
from this is the source from which they
Absolutely.
come.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing at work. Many years ago, I know a nurse, she was a pre-op nurse, and
Mm-hmm.
so she got the patients ready for surgery. And many times she would ask them about their faith, and she would ask if she can pray with them or
Agree
pray
with them.
with them. Now, obviously, some people will say yes, some will say no, some will be indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
But she was approached by management and told not to do that. So, so when you have a patient who wants to pray, I tell them I work with Jesus too. So I'm glad you're praying. And it doesn't have to be a Christian prayer. It can be some other person. I still respect it because, I think prayers go a very, very long way, in those kinds of situations. Studies have been made, about people healing, how quickly
Pastor.
they heal or, how quickly they overcome certain diseases. And statistics have shown that those who pray have better
Yep.
outcomes.
True. True. And even those who have gotten the quote unquote death sentence, they've said so and so thing. The manner in which they take it and handle it is generally different from somebody with nothing. There's nothing. People, I don't know why you've been asked that. People have asked me before. So all this thing you believe in like this, what if you end up finding out that it's not even real? It was not ever trusted. For me, that's not even a debatable issue. I know it's true. But even if it weren't, what would I have really lost by sitting and saying I should not steal, not kill, not do this and not do that.
You would have
That's
lived a good, decent life.
exactly whether or not the thing ends up being okay. Did you end up in heaven or not? What people say, what if there's no heaven? So I should have gone and embezzled money because and cheated people out of their thing because if I knew that there was no heaven, what would I do? Just drink a whole myself drunk and what really? It
Yeah,
really it's the if you have that as your lifestyle, it really does make your life simpler, easier in a world which can be really chaotic.
true.
So what we
It's
should
a
be
compass. It's a compass.
correct.
Yes.
That is the perfect word for it.
You have to have a compass.
You
So,
can't just go roaming, no purpose, nothing. You see, that even ties, you look at the connection again right now. If you believe that there is an actual creator who created you and put you here on this planet for a reason, that's why nobody can look at you and judge you by the color of your skin and you start to feel inadequate. Says who? Are you God? God put me here. He took his time and made me and put me
thank
here.
you.
I belong on this planet the same way you do. That
Yeah.
it already, how am I going to be somebody that Jesus took his time and died for, and then I have an inferiority complex? Abba.
Right. Right.
You see, so those are the things which it all, as you said, you come from this, and that affects how you handle
Manage
life.
everything else. Yes. It affects how
It
you
does.
manage everything else.
It does. If you're sitting there saying somebody's up there, who cares about me? Who has numbered all the hairs? Look at the different colors. The brown one, he knows which of the hair is not my own. He knows which of the hair I bought in the shop and which one is the real one. He's numbered them. Then
Yeah.
somebody cares. That should help me from not feeling abandoned and like I
Mhm.
don't have anybody that nobody cares. No,
Mhm.
somebody does care. So for
Yes.
me, it's like, hey, even if it went through, I am glad with what I've got. It's keeping me going. It's working for me. What I
Yes.
should be doing, or what we should be doing, is thanking you for coming up with this, for providing a wholesome platform for us to go to that is not noisy. Sometimes you just don't want to hear one more thing about deportation. You don't
Yeah.
want to hear one more thing about who's staying in power too long somewhere who needs to go.
Hmm.
You don't want to hear one more thing about the other things, even the things that we do take care of. Um, okay, I'm going to go to the food shelter and help there. I'm going to go to the social things and do that kind of thing and
Hmm.
stuff. But sometimes you just need to come out of all of that,
Yes.
do yourself some fashion thing,
Hmm.
look at some travel destinations that make you travel. Remember, we knew some of us knew what Australia and New Zealand looked like, and because we used to read the
Yeah.
novels,
Yes.
we traveled through those novels. We knew about what places. So
Yeah.
yeah. So somebody is providing that for you, then they are grounding you in your faith and then showing you lifestyle things, how to manage life. I cannot think of a better thing
Thank you.
that could have happened to us. And with somebody who is credible. It's the been there, done that kind of person. Not somebody just telling us something. The fashion, she looks it, she looks the part, she knows what she's talking about. The travel, she has actually traveled to the places. Not only that, saying that the lifestyle, well, everybody has a way that they lived and everything, and then she has her faith and she's articulate and is going to say and say things and has a voice. I don't know that you've been listening, has a voice that is a good voice. So
Thank you.
I'm glad that the anesthesiology kind of part has is still there and it's
Right.
still
Right.
you, but I'm glad that this side of you're willing to share it with the world, and the world is going to be all the better for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Eggman. I just have a real quick phrase that I'm going to share from Morty Quotes.
Okay.
So I this came into my feed about 2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it just got me thinking. But it's the type of feeling that I would like to impart on the people that come by and watch things on the channel. I
Mm-hmm.
would like to be someone who leaves a mark in people's lives, not a scar, who lifts people up, not cast them down, who brings out the best in people, not the stress in them.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And that's how you would have made an impact in the world for good. Because we're not here that long. I don't want to sound morbid, and we're not here that long. You're born, and then before you know it, I'm like, I turned 60. I'm like, who? when did that happen? But it's that's it. And so when you are not here anymore, how would you be remembered? That is what it should be. Not people saying, I mean, me pass go, me man rest. Really,
Yes.
that is really, really, really pitiful. So this is the kind of what you said there is very well put, very well said. And if we each thought about that, maybe to limit what we say to somebody that may just make that scar, that you should not be doing, as
Yes.
opposed to just uplifting them instead, and just impacting the world in a good way. You know what I noticed while you've been talking all this time? Can you just show us your fingernails? Look at them there. Different colors and everything. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is, I told you that you she is not the kind of person that you sit down there and like, somebody you look at the person who is talking about the fashion and you're like, I don't know. I'm not quite sure that I necessarily want to follow this trend. And it may not be that it is bad like such, but this is not just my style.
Right.
They may be
Right.
doing the little skimpy thing there and whatever it is. And I'm like, that's just not my kind of style. But this is my kind of thing right here. I would wear that outfit you're wearing any day, do those nails any day. It's realistic. It's
Thank you.
realistic, down to
Thank
earth.
you so much. Thank you for noticing.
All right, then. So if you don't have any last word, anything else, what do you want us to do? I want to remind us of where to go to find the Namundo edit.
So go on YouTube. It's the Namondo edit.
Maybe we should spell
Instagram.
Namundo for somebody who's listening that doesn't know.
That's a good point because a lot of people spell it the second O, they put a U instead, including even if you do like a Google search, it comes up with the U instead of the O, but it's
Mhm.
Namondo. Namondo. So it's like NA and then Mondo at the end.
Correct,
Yes.
correct, correct.
So it's
Yeah,
B
which is
Namondo.
correct. A name after my own Hakuna was my grandmother's name, Bamba Sufina Mundo Matute.
Do you know what
My
that
grand-
name means?
no, what does it mean?
Well, when I was growing up, a
Mhm.
lot of people thought it meant Ngowa, it meant pig.
Because they used to just, it was a joke that they used to do that.
That was a joke. And
Mhm.
then I met a beautiful lady called Namdo. Not even in person, I met her by phone. And she was called Namdo as well. And she is one who gave me the correction. She said, let me tell you something. That name does not mean pig. It means
Mhm.
beautiful woman ready for marriage.
You see? You see?
I was amazed.
Right, right. Trust me, the Bakuri word for pig is Ngoa. It's not Namundo. But they
It's
used to
not
tease because my sister, my sister, the one that I come after, is also
right.
Namundo, like named
Right.
after my our grandmother. And so they used to say Namundo, Namundo, Namundo. Let's make sure that the pigs are called
I
Namundo.
got teased so much growing up
I
with that name.
know,
So
I know. It's it's
yeah.
it's all good. Well, look who has the last laugh now. There's a whole Namundo edit. There's a
Oh,
whole
but I want
Namundo
to
edit.
remind people as well to please hit the subscribe button because it's very easy to hit the like button. It's even easy to hit the share button, but don't forget to hit the subscribe and follow. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Instagram.
Perfect. Yes, those are things that are reminders that are very necessary. Sometimes people are sitting there smiling, enjoying it, and then the thing ends, and you go, oh, and you go away. No, no, no. Go and like the thing. You
Yeah,
enjoyed it. It's likely that somebody else will enjoy it too. Share it with them, and they'll
yeah,
share it with somebody else, and that's how the viewership grows, the audience grows, and
mhm,
everybody benefits. If you found a good thing, it's worth sharing it.
yes.
So I guess that's what we're going to end with. The two of us can go ahead and talk for it. Trust me, we're going to hit the stop button on this thing and continue talking. But we just need to stop here and just go and let you all go because
Just
I'm
thank you
sure.
everybody for watching. Thank you
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you always for coming by and watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I have. I'm not trying to diss anybody, but I have enjoyed the show my own self. As
Thank
I
you,
said,
Sister Egret. Thank you.
you're very welcome. Alrighty then.